everyone. Welcome to the Knitting Den. This is episode number 192. No, I think it's 193. Today is Wednesday. It's about 5 o'clock somewhere. It is actually, it's about 5 o'clock here. And if you can hear any jingly jangly noise, it's the ice in my wine. So yes, welcome everyone. Welcome back if you're returning. I hope you've got your morning cuppa and your Kit Kat if you're watching this in the mornings, or if it is 5 o'clock or later for you, or it could be earlier, I'm not going to judge. Hope you have a nice chilled glass of wine, or if it's a red, a room temperature one, and I hope you're sitting comfy, and I hope you enjoy the time that we're going to spend together. If you are watching for the first time, I hope you have all of that with you, a cuppa or a glass of wine. And I want to say thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the podcast. And if you haven't done so already, join the Ravelry group or subscribe to the YouTube channel here and join us again. This here is Bindi. She is just out of sight when she sits on my knee at this level. There. Is it nice? There. This is Bindi. We have Boo, who is a Shih Tzu, wandering around. He's not as social these days. He's about nearly 12 years old. Are you going to be comfier on there? No? Not really. That's my notebook. Yeah, you can sit right on top of my notebook. All right, maybe that is comfier for you. So as you can see, I'm in the craft room again. It's getting there. It's still not all organised, so I'm not doing any tours of the room anytime soon. But it's comfy here, it's bright. It means I can podcast in the afternoon and not have to, wait another day. So yeah, let's get on with it and start and see if I can slide out this notebook that little Missy is now on. Mind your nose, come here. There you go. Okay. All right, so yes, it's episode 193. I don't know if I've actually said to new viewers, my name is Denise and I'm also known as Knitting Den on Ravelry and Instagram. So if you're wondering where I'm from, or where I am right now, I should say, because it does sound like I'm from England. I am actually from England. It's the northeast of England in a town called Sunderland. That is my hometown. But I am currently living in Colorado, just outside of Denver, south of Denver it is. And if you are on Instagram, you would have seen this morning that we were getting snow again. I think someone keeps forgetting to tell Colorado that it's kind of springtime. We got snow last weekend and we got about 3 or 4 inches this morning, maybe more. But because it had been warm days, the driveway had stayed was just wet. It wasn't covered in snow. I'm going to flip this around and I'll just show you that it's melting pretty quick. That's why I love the snow in Colorado. We get to see it, and tomorrow it'll be just about all gone. So, but I have to flip this around and I'll show you out the window. So there we are. I'll move that over. This is what it's looking like. White, grey clouds, or sky I should say. It's not even clouds, is it? The whole sky is just grey. Sorry. And we're looking through the screen here so you can see the mesh. But driveway is all dry. It's not even wet now. It's just dry. And we have no more snow forecast. In fact, tomorrow it's going to warm up, and Thursday could be up to 60 degrees. 60 degrees on Thursday. So I'm happy about that because I am going off to a knitting retreat, which is the title of this week's podcast, Retreating. I'm going back up to Buena Vista. It's about 2.5 hours away from here, up in the mountains. And it's the retreat I've been on before in September. Usually I've gone in September. But they do this twice a year. I've just never done it in the April because I've often, well, the past 3 years, I guess, I was at a retreat in Florida with Sock Bunny and I miss her so much. So usually I wouldn't go again in the April as much as I would have loved to have done so, and could have afforded to have done so. I just always felt guilty about leaving the family again. You know, feel guilty if I'm having too much fun. But I'm getting a bit better at that. But the Florida retreat wasn't on this year, and that was made it easier to make the decision to go to this one in April. But when I say I'm getting better at doing that, it's because I think I'll probably still go in September. So I'm going to get 2 knitting retreats this year, hopefully, and I don't have to fly anywhere, which is a nice thing. I like that, because that can add a lot of, obviously, a lot of extra money onto your, you know, retreat. Anyway, stop the waffle. Let's move on to more waffle. And I've got so much ice in this that it is really nice and refreshing. It's just white Zinfandel, which is generally what I drink in the house. And I think I'm going to get a bit too hot with this on, but we'll see. So, more waffle, excuse me, because I've written some notes and I wanted to say hi to you all. And if you bear with me, I'm going to it's like reading a story. It's like Jackanory. I don't think anyone over here knows what Jackanory is, but probably people in England would remember. It was a kids show where the guy used to read a story. Okay, let's see. Talked about the retreat, and it's been 2 weeks since I recorded, and I'm not going to say I'm going to try and do every week. I'm not going to say I'm going to try to do every 2 weeks. I'm just going to podcast when I can. But I realise that once a week, the week goes by so fast, it's like it hits me before I know it. So it might get to every 2 weeks, it might be a week and a half, who knows. I'll just surprise you. But I can't believe it's actually been 2 weeks since I sat down here and chatted. So this time I did make some notes, and I'll just read them. I was writing the notes out this morning. So hi to Sarah. I hope your back is feeling a lot better. I know you were having some issues there. I hope you're feeling well. Philippa, I just love that you say sending hugs from Portugal. So I wanted to send big hugs back to you in Portugal. And Jessica, I hope you have fun. I'm reading what I've wrote, but then it reminds me of what your message was. I hope you do have fun if you're going to grow some veggies. If you're tuning in for more than the first time, then you'll know that I was talking about growing the vegetables and things. So Jessica, you might be doing that, but I think you're in Mexico. So do let me know how that goes. I still didn't take a video of the little seedlings and things, but they're growing. I think it's because I mentioned we can't get a greenhouse, and I've put some little seedlings, and I've got some little tomatoes and jalapeno peppers and cilantro and herbs and all of that growing. So they're coming on okay. It's going to be another, gosh, I would say it's probably a good few weeks, at least a month, before I'm going to be able to put any of this stuff outside, because it takes forever to warm up here. But anyway, I hope you have fun doing that. I know there's some of you have done vegetables before, and I'll get to that in a second. Shelley, Bruno Bear, really? We're going to get to Bruno Bear in a minute, but I just wanted to tell you, Shelley, he's not called Bruno Bear. He's called Romeo Bear. I just laughed when I saw that, sorry. But thank you for your message or your little comment about Bruno Bear. Anyway, Lynn, Bluebirds of Happiness. You mentioned about using my yarn for that. You know, I think I tried to do that pattern. Oh, I'm watching a bird. Squirrel. I tried to do that pattern. I can't remember. I'm sure I've tried to do it, and I hate to say this, but I think it seemed a little tricky. I'm going to have a look at it again and see. I've heard so many people say it's a nice little easy pattern. So I might do that. That'll be something nice to do with some of my leftover yarn, especially if it's the stuff I've dyed for myself. Pam. I just want to send my condolences to you as well. I know you lost your dad a couple of weeks ago, and you mentioned that you were a hospice nurse. Well, one thing I hadn't mentioned, and I'm going up into the mountains with my friend who lives up the street, my bestie. She just lost her dad on Sunday. And I know obviously all of you, most of you that's watching know that, you know, I had a very difficult year last year losing my mum. So I just wanted to say it to Pam and send you big hugs. And I know losing a parent is not easy for any of us. And it's funny, you know, we all have to go sometime and we all go in different ways. But I think as a parent, if we get to the point, if we're lucky where our parents are, and I say lucky because they had a long life, like my mum got to 90, there's no denying that it is a circle of life. So I think about this a lot when I think about my mum. And if you get to the age where, you know, you end up bedridden and you can't walk. You know, my mum got to that stage because she couldn't eat after her hospital stay. And then, because then you just don't feel like eating. And it gets to the point where you are the mother and the parent seems to become the child. And it's heart-wrenching. I mean, it's not just, oh, they're in bed and they can't do anything. You are literally having to spoon feed them, and you're having to bath them, and you're having to change, you know, their diapers, underwear, nappies, whatever you want to call it. You're doing everything that you do as a mom, and it's just a crazy thought, but it's like, such is life. That is life. Melba, you're going to Rhinebeck this year. Do you know Rhinebeck is always on my birthday weekend? It's like the 18th, 19th, I think it's the 19th this year, I'm not sure, of October. And one of these years, I'm actually going to go there as a nice, big, huge birthday treat to me. I don't know if it would be this year. Who knows? The way I think, I might just decide in September, hey, I'm going to try and book a flight or even take a road trip to Rhinebeck. Who knows? But to anybody that's going to Rhinebeck, super excited for you. You'll have to let us know all about it. And I know it seems like it's months away, but it'll come before you know it. To Teresa in Australia. You have raised vegetable beds, and I wanted some of them so that you don't have to bend over, because really yard work, or, you know, growing a vegetable garden, it seriously is, it's back-breaking work. So I love the idea of having some raised beds where you don't have to bend over. I hope you're having a good crop. Hope everything's going well for you. And Jamie, I know you tried vegetables, growing the veg, but your bunny rabbits ate it. Not yours personally, but little wild bunny rabbits were eating all your veg. So I guess that has to be a little bit off-putting. We never had that problem in Texas. I would imagine we would have that problem here because we've got so many bunny rabbits that run around outside of, you know. But I have planted tomatoes and herbs and peppers and things like that on the patio, and I've not had problems with the rabbits. If we do put anything down in the yard, you know, down on the ground, I'm sure we probably would have some issues, but we'll see. I don't know what we're going to be planting out there right now. To begin with, I'm probably going to keep stuff on the patio, or on the decks, I should say, on the side of the houses. Denise, the Lucinda books, I am going to, oh gosh, where did it go? It's around here somewhere. I'm going to review the second Lucinda Guy book, and I know you said you went and got one on Amazon, but you're in the UK and you got it for £2. What a bargain. I looked on our Amazon here and they're still about $15 or $17. So good for you getting those. Moving on. Gosh, I think we're going to be waffling most of the podcast. I do have some knitting to show you if you just stay tuned. New viewers. I haven't mentioned new viewers specifically, but there's been a few of you left hellos and little messages in the welcome thread, and I just wanted to reply to you and say hi back. You might not even be watching by now, because a few of you, this was a few months ago, some of you, and I know there's been a couple of you just recently said hello. So I wanted to just say hi to Brooke in Chester in California. Hello, you left a message. I really appreciate you doing that, and I'm sorry I never got back to you or to all of you. This is why I want to sit down and try and do this, so that I've seen your message and how much I really appreciate them. To Christy, who runs on Sun in Virginia, hi. It was quite a few months ago that you wrote in the welcome page as well. But hello, better late than never. And you've been watching as far back as you could on YouTube. Gosh, glutton for punishment is what I say. But thank you for taking the time to sit and watch all of those, if you did get through them. And let's see, Marie, Dorky Knits too. You've been watching for a while, but you just joined the group a few months ago. So hello to you. Dawn, I think I might have said hi to you, but I'm saying hi again. You'd left a message in the welcome thread, your shy moment on Ravelry. So hello again, Dawn. And Rose, who is Country Dragon. I've got a couple of Roses. Rose, Country Dragon in California, hi. Sam, who is Creative Dreams on Ravelry. You're in Kent, in Margate in Kent. So hello to you and your two little pups and your little boy. And Karen, I love your Ravelry name, Squeaky. Hello to you in New Jersey. And Anne in Durham, that's your Ravelry name. Hello, Anne. You got your leg in a cast. Oh my gosh. I think you said it was with surgery, so you didn't fall and break a leg. Or did you? And then you had to have surgery on it, like my husband had to. Although his leg was never in a cast, it was in a brace. But I hope you're feeling okay. I hope it's on the mend. I know you've got a good few weeks left, so hopefully get lots of podcast watching in and lots of knitting done, Anne. And Joan, who is Lollipop 1956. Hi to you. And let's see, I think I might be near the end of that list. I do want to say a big thank you to everyone that sent messages to me or left comments and messages when it was Mother's Day in England. It was last weekend. Was it last weekend? 26th of March, which was actually my birthday's brother. My birthday's brother. It was my brother's birthday, 26th of March, and it was Mother's Day, and it was our first Mother's Day without Mum. So I want to thank you for your kind messages. They did mean a lot to me. And then I'm going to shoot, before we're going to get into the knitting. I promise getting into the knitting. I'm going to just say quickly hello to all you girls. Kathy Ann, Rolene, Dawn, Becky, Michaela, Joan, Kay, Karen, Barbara, Ruby, Jill, another Rose, Jen, Heather, Andrea, Sandy, Linda, and Judy. I want to say hello. And Judy, you mentioned planting flowers for my mum. I like that idea. I don't know whether the deer would eat a lot of them, or whether I should just, come the springtime, plant flowers in the hanging baskets and patio planters. I'm not sure, but I did like that idea. I know a couple of people have mentioned that to me as well. So with that, guys, if you're not bored already, let's bore you with some knitting. Finished objects. Yes, I've got some finished objects. So I think it's kind of finished because, well, it's finished. I'm not doing any booties. I'm not doing any boots. What do you think? Yes. Hello. Say hello, Romeo. Hello, Romeo. Ooh. I finished Romeo Bear. he's not having boots because I don't feel like his legs are long enough, because by the time you put the boots on, you cannot you're not going to be able to see his feet. So I don't think I'm going to bother with his boots. He's just going to be as is, like this. So he's finished. Now this is just me because I'm a little bit, I don't want to use that word, but sometimes things bother me. I'm too critical of my own work, and sometimes I think his eyes aren't like just not quite right. But he's finished. He's got a little sweater on. I did his pantaloons in the brown like everybody said, or his breeches I should say. They're quite large. They did end up rather large, but you know, I followed the pattern. I doubled the arm, yeah, I used the arm double like I've done on everything, on his sweater and on his, his body and his arms and legs. So, he's done. I bought a box, because this is for a baby shower gift, and I bought a box, and I'm thinking, it was going to be, he's not going to fit, because, look, it doesn't look like he fits. But if I just put him in here, sit there nice, just squash him in a little bit, because the lid, I do have a lid here, and the lid can just rest on top. He will go in there. You just have to, so it's going to have, if I get that back on, it's not his feet, that's making it stick up, just can get it on. So I'm just going to wrap that up nice and plain with some, like a ribbon on top. And then when you take the ribbon off and you can just take him like that, he's going to be wrapped up in tissue. So he kind of does fit. It's not too squashed. And I thought, after it could be his little, so that you can sit him, they might want to sit him up in the box. And that way, I can't even do this way. Come on, cooperate. He could kind of sit in the box like that, and then they would be able to display him in the nursery. So I think it'll work. What do you think? It's so tricky to get hold of. Anyway, that was Romeo Bear by Mary Jane's Tea Room. The yarn for his clothes was, I won't go into too much detail on it. It was Knit Picks palette, and the yarn, I did bring it up here. The yarn for his body that I had to use double was this yarn from Veil. I've still got a little bit left. I used, was it just one? Oh my gosh, it's snowing again. What? Yeah, one bar. I knit double, and I've got two other skeins left. So I could do myself another one, or I could maybe use one of our other patterns and do a different teddy if she has any, or rabbit or something like that. So this was him. This was the pattern from Mary Jane's Tea Room. So all done and dusted. I don't know if I'll turn that round. It's very fine snow, so I'm not going to bother turning it round showing you. But it is coming down. I thought we were done for the day. Oh. Look at it. She's quite content, so long as she's in reaching distance of Mammy. Okay, I have another finished object, and I'm going to kind of do two things at once here. It's from this book. Now, remember I said I had to send this book back to the library. This one's my copy. So I will, well, I guess, I mean, this is going into, we're doubling up here, show and tell and a finished object. Because I was going to show you this. Sweet friend in England had Amazon send me my own copy last week. And I was so excited and so grateful. So I get to thank my friend personally. I didn't ask if I could share your name, so I'll not say it. But the one I did, remember I started doing the cat. It's just a square and it turns into a cat. And I left it for ages because I wasn't quite sure how to sew it up. And she's got lots of different This is by Nikki Epstein. Lots of different cats. I mean, all kinds of yarn. This is really good for leftover scraps, I think. So I'm sure, well, I was going to say I'm sure I'll make more cats, but you know, I showed you this book. There's so many other fun pictures. They'll be upside down, but I'm flicking through them now, look, that I don't know if I'll make another cat until I make, you know, some other animals in here. So, let me put that there. I did get the cat finished finally. In fact, I was just actually finishing off his tail this morning. Do you want to see him? Let's see him. I think he kind of looks like a bit of a mouse, actually. What do you think? Does he look like a mouse? I think his whiskers need to be a little bit bigger. In fact, they don't even look like whiskers there. But there's his little ball of yarn, which is really sweet. I kind of sewed that on, and this is Lucy's thread. And then this morning I was just doing his tail. You can kind of put that whichever way you want. And look at these little bums. Their bums look like, that's what I said, their bums look like little hearts. Just got a picture of them all lined up. So depending on what, you know, weight yarn you use, you're going to have different sized cats, obviously. See if I can get the picture there. Look. Isn't that cute? Oh, does mine look like that? It does, doesn't it? It's so cute. Oh my gosh, they're so... Alright, I'm going to have to flip this around so you can see, but I'm not sure if it's going to be... if you can see enough. Bark. There. So you can kind of see it's not big flakes, but it's snowing again out there. Kind of awkward doing it that way, isn't it? Keep turning it on and off, but it's alright. I'll try it. Obviously, I'll try. I'll edit it all together so it looks like it's just a flick of the camera. Anyway, so that's my second finished object. I got two soft. He's so cute. This is my yarn. What did I do with the rest of it? I put it in here. I want to make sure I don't spill that wine. Hold on a minute. Yes, I did. So this is what I've got left. This is the yarn I dyed, and it is called Happy Hour. And I just think he's cute, but I'm just not sure. What do you think? Do you think it looks like a cat or a mouse? You're not chasing it, so maybe it's... Do you think it's like a cat or a mouse? Because if it was a cat, you'd chase it, wouldn't you? What do you think? Yeah, you want to sit there? I don't know about that. Anyway, so that is another finished object. I'm just gonna maybe I put a shelf up here. I've kind of just you know, rested it on these organisers. So I don't know, eventually I may just I might just put my toys up there. I've got some of them downstairs and the shelves I had in my old craft room. I have to bring them up. Alright, moving on. What else have I got? I'll leave that over there. Works in progress. And at the same time, I will probably just mention what I'm going to be taking to the retreat. As I brought everything up, I'm not knitting on a ton of different things. But I brought them. So like, for instance, I'm going to take my socks, but I don't think there's much, I don't think I've done anything this week on these. So I'm going to take these socks. I'll take a couple of pair actually. I'm going to take these socks. I've got one done. So this is some nice easy knitting, you know, for when you're just chatting and you don't want to make any mistakes. I'm going to take those. That's with the West Yorkshire Spinners Blue Tit colourway. I'm going to take that. Haven't knit on it much. I know I've got, hold on a minute, got a bag in here. I'm going to take these because, gosh, I nearly forgot all about them. These are my Christmas Eve socks, and I've got one of them done as well. And I need to get the other one finished. But I haven't rushed doing these because I know I'm not going to wear them until New Year's Eve. I'm going to wait until New Year's Eve. I'm in the middle of a row there. I've turned the heel. I think I'm decreasing. So, I might concentrate on them because I look like I'm closer to finishing than that. So I'm going to take that. So 2 pairs of socks are going with me. Put that over there. Speaking of socks, I've never showed you this. Look, I got myself a box. Isn't that pretty? I can't remember where I got it. Might have been Ross, which is, let's have a look. That still doesn't tell me. I'm not sure actually. Anyway, it's got like a magnetic close here. I need to take this tag off really. And I'm putting socks in. This is my box of socks, but the ones that are in here already can't be included in the box of socks Carl, I forgot who does it. Is it Homespun House? I can't remember now. Molly does it? I'm not sure. Might be Molly. But I can't really add these. I think you do, a box of socks is 12 socks, 12 pairs of socks, one for each month. If I get 14, actually, the Christmas Eve socks don't count either because it's got to be from January, you know, until December. And the Christmas Eve ones, obviously, I cast on in December. But I am keeping these. Remember, these are, well, actually, these are from last year. I've worn them, I think, once. So I put them in there because they still look like they're like brand new. And these are my Hermione socks, and I haven't had these on yet. So I wanted to start off my box of socks collection. It takes me forever to do socks, so I decided, I'm not sure how you put them. I'm going to end up putting them, I decided to put these in, so like that. And I'm going to fill it all the way up to the top and some. I should think I'll get 12 in there. So I've got those 2 on the needles, and I have an orange pair on the needles, which you haven't seen for a little while, but I am trying to do that, work on a box of socks. Are you comfy? Alright, so I've got those to take, haven't really done any knitting on those, on the socks. Okay, I'm going to take this, and again, haven't really done, well, I might have done a little bit. This is, oh my gosh, why am I always just in the middle of a row? I don't normally stop. I must have been getting disrupted. My knitting time was getting disrupted. So I'm doing the yoke on the cardigan. This is coming with me, and I fetched the book up again. Remember my new book and the cardigan which was on the back there. So I'm going to take that with me, which I'll show you again, show you the bigger picture. And I'm going to do this lace pattern. This is all kind of like repeated news if you've been watching before, but that's okay. In my hand-dyed yarn, the skein I dyed myself. So I don't need to take this with me really, unless I want to put it all in one bag. Wouldn't fit in here, I might change bags. But this is going to be the top of the sweater, and this is going to be the lace part. The yarn, I did bring up the, here it is, I'll put it in here now. I did bring up the label. The yarn I'm using for the main part of the cardigan is Barocco's Ultra Alpaca Light. And that's not the colour at all. It's way, way bright. It's not as bright as that. It's very subdued. Sort of way back there. I don't even know if that's right. Reds and orangey reds are very difficult, I think, to show you. Even that looks different to that. But anyway, doesn't matter. That is, oh, it's really snowing now. That is going with me. Well, I'll put that in there. So I'm still increasing the, you know, the yoke part. So if I can get down to where I split for the arms, I always think that's a good, what's the word? Just good progress, really. So I'm going to take that, because again, that's just garter stitch till I get to the arms. Well, even then, it's garter stitch, so that'd be nice knitting. I do love watching the snowfall. I do like fluffy snowflakes. which is not what's happening right now. Let's see if I can turn it around without turning it off. Look, if we go like that. Can you see it? Yeah. Well, anyway, it's super cozy. I should have had a hot cup of coffee instead of a cold glass of wine, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, you like the snow, don't you? All right, moving on. Let's see, what else have I got to show you? I am going to take, and I haven't knit on this much either, but it's in here. I'll move these ones because I'm busy knitting with this right now. We had where's my head? And I don't like my ears sticking out. I'm going to take this bag because this has got my, and I haven't knit on it, my big sweater, my Fiona cardigan, right? Which is this free pattern on Ravelry. That is going with me as well. So I feel like I'm rushing through them, but you know, it is what it is. I don't want to linger. Just wanted to tell you, otherwise, as I said, it'll be super boring. Now, I've got a new work in progress. What else have I got on there? Yeah, so this is a new work in progress and it's going super fast and I'm nearly finished it and I only cast on a couple of days ago, maybe 3 days ago. Oh, where did I put the pattern? I think I popped it in here as well, did I? Yes, here it is. It's for the baby shower again and it's just this really little sweet cardigan. And you can't really see there. I don't know if it's on here. No, it's not. This is the pattern. You can't see from here, but it's got short sleeves. You can see there. So I have seen some people do just longer sleeve. I don't think it needs any increasing on the arms. So I'm thinking of doing this longer. I've done the body a little bit longer. It still looks like super tiny, but that's because I'm just doing the 3 to 6 months, May, June, July, August, September. You know, it's not like Texas here where we get like 100 degrees in the summertime. By the time this little baby is due in May, so by the time the baby is 3 months old, August, it's, you know, even when we do kind of have hot days, if it gets to 80s and 90s, in the evenings it's still very chilly. It can be like that right through the middle of summer, all through summer. Once that sun drops, it can get chilly in the evenings. I don't sit out here in the evenings as much as obviously I did in Texas. So I'm still thinking, you know, this will be okay and cute for the baby. Sorry. I just realised I haven't showed you it yet. Oh my gosh, look at that. Is that not just the cutest? It doesn't look, it's not as bright as that, but it is lime green. And for most of you, you probably recognise this yarn. I've been dying to use this yarn. I don't know how many years I've had it. Might be a couple, but months and months and months and months. This is Frankenweenie from the lovely Michelle of Dancing Dog Dye Works with its contrasting chartreuse. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Now this actual pattern I think calls for DK weight, but you know, babies, you just can knit them with any weight yarn, and the moms, they're all different sizes, so the moms just get to decide when it fits, they wear it. Thank you. The only thing that, like I said, you have to, there's no point in having a sweater for winter if it's not going to fit the baby until springtime and then it's too hot. That's why I'm trying to think about the months and, you know, will this work? So here it's not as big an issue because, as I said, it gets chilly in the evenings. So I just cast off this afternoon the body. I did the yoke in the chartreuse. Then I start doing the, you can't see it, can you? And then I start doing, you know, to here, the mixie yarn. And then I did a little 2 row of the green. And then I wasn't sure about the striping. I did a little section there, and then I did a big stripe, and then another big stripe of the, you know, multicoloured. But then I realised I can't do that for very long because it's going to get too long. So I actually just did the next big stripe as the cast off. So I still think it's going to be a cute little sweater. It's got to have the stitches picked up because it's going to have a garter stitch, you know, for the button band. And then I'm going to pick up and knit sleeves, and I'll do the little cuffs in the green. So that'll probably go away with me, and it'll be finished by Sunday because the baby shower was actually on Sunday when we come back from the retreat. So long as I have a little gift bag ready with tissue paper and that, this is probably going to be finished at the retreat, and I'll be able to just pop it in the bag. I may even be able to get some little booties or some socks, you know, little matching pair of socks or something, or booties, just to make it look like a cute outfit. So that's going with me. And I don't think I'm planning on taking anything else with me. I might take my crochet blanket with the scrappy yarn that I haven't touched in weeks. I think I'll take that just in case I want to, you know, work on it. And then of course I'm going to take my needles. I'm not sure if I'll take some yarn because there's a yarn store there as well. I'm sure I'll be buying some. But I'll take my needles because there's always, you know, sometimes you just feel like casting on something new. At least I have done the past couple of times. So that's my plan as well. I'm going to maybe cast on something while I'm there. If I can't think of anything that I want to knit while I'm there, then it doesn't matter. I've got some nice easy peasy things. I'm trying to think, I did put it back there. Let me just grab it. We're going to go into book talk. I've got to show you this Lucinda book. Before I do that, I did bring up my little Notions tin. Remember when I mentioned the tin that came with my biscuits and the yarn from my friend? This was the biscuit tin with shortbread biscuits in. I've got all kinds of I've even got glasses in, my glasses in here, stitch markers. I've got some beads in there. I don't know why. I should put them somewhere else. I do not know why I've got these in here. But tape measure, a little pair of scissors, things like that. And it sits next to me on the, you know, on the little table next to the sofa. But I just love those teapots. Before I go on Thursday, no, I'm not going to do this before Thursday. Anyone that ordered the yarn, I'm all over the place today, I'm sorry, it just doesn't matter what order it is. Anybody that ordered my Mother's Love yarn, I've got it here, it's sitting next to Bindi. Look, I made a new label. She likes it. Do you like that, Bindi? What do you think? Isn't it, yeah, it's you. It's little you. Yes, she didn't like the fact that my KikiBoo yarn or KikiBoo bags is Kiki and Boo and not her. So it's KikiBoo and it's Bindi too now because she's on the picture. That's sweet. Anyway, I have them all here. I think there's about 3 more drying. I have a whole box full. Gosh, they all look so nice when they're together. Look at that. Oh. I was going to try and get them out before I left for the retreat on Thursday, but I'm probably not going to because I want to package them up nicely. And I was we don't bark. Sounds like it's Kiki. It's just Kiki shutting her bedroom door or something. Door shutting. I'd like to package them up nice with a little something extra inside. I've just been stamping some cards this week. Last weekend actually. And I thought, you know, I'd like to put a nice little note in when I send the yarn out to you. But I thought I'd maybe send you, instead of writing on the card I stamp, I'll just put a little note card in. And then the card I stamp, because I feel like stamping some more cards, I will just put in there with that and leave it blank. And that way, if you've ordered a skein of yarn, you can use the card and you can send a little note to a friend or, you know, your mom or a family member or your pen pal, whatever. Send a little snail mail note. So they're not going to go, I'm not going to get time to do them that quickly. So I'm hoping I'll get them out on Monday or Tuesday. I could probably stamp the cards tomorrow, but I'm going to say I'll wait and not rush everything, and I'll just get them out at the beginning of next week. So, moving on, I was going to go get that book. Hang on. You stay there, don't move. I'm not going anywhere, I'm just right here. Here it is. Alright, the second instalment of Lucinda Guy. Remember the other one I showed you? I should have brought it over. But anyway, this is the second book, and there's just as many cute knits in this one. Now, I have seen on Amazon, but it doesn't look like it's in print to order. I think you can get some used ones. She has actually got a book very similar to these for crochet. I'm not very good at crocheting garments, but if you can crochet and you like that better than knitting, have a look and see if you can find it. Alright, so, not much to see on that page. Introductions. Here's some, see, I just love these pictures with the cartoon, you know, little, can't think of the word, drawings. Oh my gosh, the little drawings. But, so here's a couple of kids in little cute sweaters. I love the girls one. I love that green and that pink colourway. Oh, now we're getting bigger flakes. Oh my gosh, look at this. Can you see this? Look at that. Yeah, you can see that. Oh, so glad I'm in the house. Cozy. Anyway, alright, come around again. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you dizzy. I know, Bindi. Did that make you dizzy? Oh my goodness. Okay. Here's a little cutie. Right. I'm just going to show you the actual patterns, not the... So there's a big fat pup. There's that sweater that was on the front. Cute chickens. And the, oh look, there's a close-up of the intarsia of the sweater. All you girls that like your chickens. I wanted chickens. I've always wanted chickens. We never did get them. That's a cute little boy sweater. I don't know what yarn she uses. They always look nice, cute cotton. Let's have a look. Maybe the Rowan wool cotton. Yeah, she uses a lot of cotton on these kids. It's got the dinosaur on the back as well. I think I'd end up just putting it on the front. There's the hat with a little tulip. That goes with that sweater. There it is. I've got a couple more. And look, she's done like a little corsage of the tulip flowers for the coat. Isn't that cute? Those snowflakes are getting fatter and fatter. Yeah, so there's that. What else we got? We have a blanket there. Oh, that's a cute picture of it. I love that green and pink colour, I really do. Here's, this is the little sweater, dress on the front, look. So, and there's another little boy sweater with a digger on it. That's cute. There's a big bird, similar to the dog really. But there's like, you know, these are nice cute toys. I hope I'm not running out of space. That just cut off. I've got about 3 minutes, it says. Okay, so we'll wrap this up by showing you what else. So, the dress, again. Then we have hats. So if you saw the other episode, you've seen, this is the way she does the, shows off the patterns with the drawings of the kids. I just think it's super cute. Look at that. The detail. Just having him digging in carrots and there's a rabbit there. It's so nice. A big blanket. Lots of intarsia there. I do not like intarsia. I think I mentioned in the last time, this is the sweater I'd started to knit. I don't even know where it is. I think it's in a closet downstairs. There's some cute mice. And there's close-ups of sweaters. They've got that on the back and the front. And I know I just did it on the front. I did get the back done. Another cute pic. The pictures are just, they're never ending. It's just such a cute book to look at. This was the pattern that I really liked. There's a little boy's sweater. But I like the hat and scarf set that matched. Never did get round to making it, but this is one of the main things I loved in this book. I loved that little set. Now that I've got the book out, I'm inclined to, you know, think about knitting them. But, oh, so many things to want to knit. There's another beautiful blanket out of here. That snow is coming down like billy-o, like I say. And here's a cute little, this obviously it's not cotton, this looks more like it's wool. It's a very cute little jacket, scarf and hat set. So I want them done in my sizes. It's a cute cat. It's not that cute in my opinion, but it's alright. It's just a bit basic. I just love the little sweaters and the coats and everything in these. Look at that. How fun. So, and there's another close-up of the scarf and the hat that goes with that little coat. I just want to knit. Oh, look, here's some socks. I might be able to do that in the Frankenweenie. For the baby. I might be able to get that. I have to check the gauge and everything on that. Oh, see, look how cute. Perfect. That might go well with that little cardigan. Anyway, and there's another blanket right at the end. It's called Fireside Blanket. It's just so nice. I've got, what, 3? Oh, it's going to cut out. Okay. Alright, I don't know why it keeps cutting out and it's giving me 3 minutes or so at a time. Might be because I'm just about to run out of storage space, even though I make sure I get rid of all my videos and most of the photos on there. I don't know. But that is kind of everything. It was in a, you know, not in a specific order. It was just all over the place, but that's how it is. I hope I'm going to get this, I hope to get this edited in the next hour or so and get it uploaded. Tomorrow I've got some last minute things to do, a couple of errands to run, and make sure, you know, house is nice and clean and tidy. And there's some food in the fridge for the next few days for my little fam. And then I head off on Thursday, probably leave just before lunchtime. And I'm not sure when I'll record again. It won't be, obviously it won't be at the beginning of the week, next week. But if I can, I'll try not to leave it too long so that I can give you a little update. If it is 2 weeks, then apologies now. And see, 2 weeks seems like so far away, but then when I've recorded and, you know, I'm just going about every day, a week comes by and a week goes by and it's just too fast. So who knows? No promises. If you've stuck with me to this far, I do want to say thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed sitting down with me chatting. I do sometimes think, I question myself and wonder whether I should carry on doing this. I'll do it when I'll keep doing it because I want to, and I know you understand that. But so we'll leave it like that for now. I think the lighting still looks pretty good, so that's good, because it's probably, what's the time now? Let's have a look. Gosh, yes, 6:15, and it's still nice and light. Yeah, am I boring you? You're going to miss Mama when I'm gone. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I hope it's not too long before I see you again. So I hope you come back soon and join me in the knitting den. Bye, guys.